Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
What's up? I'm Ronnie Renner, and you're watching the Poicast.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is Jack Sigismundi, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hey guys, it's Marissa Polinchek, and you're watching Poicast.
Hey guys, this is Justin with Superior Off-Road, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hey, this is Dan with 74 MX, and you're watching the Poicast.
JNJ One Stop Gun Shop, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hey, this is Vanilla Ice, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hi, this is Andrew with FMG, and you're watching the Poicast.
What's up? I'm Sean Massey, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Shuttleworth.
I'm Pitt.
I'm Jacob Solomon.
This is the Whiskey Throttle Racing Team, and you're watching Poicast.
We're out here at 74 MX, and you're watching the Poicast.
Let's go. Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Floridacross Show presented by Poicast and NDA Action Sports. The Floridacross Show is motocross news and information focused on the state of Florida. We live stream. I almost said live again. we live stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Poicast Live, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and Instagram. Hi, Instagram. How you doing?
I can see a spot where you're probably gonna mess up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be sure to like and share tonight's show with a moto bud.
Not that part. The next part.
Oh,
You'll
the
see.
next part.
You'll see.
My name is Boy Dog. I'll be your host this evening. Ben of NDA. Ben of NDA Action Shorts. Action Shorts.
Action
You know when you
Shorts.
throw on those shorts and you're just ready for action.
I'm taking these off.
What?
You gotta wear them.
I gotta wear it so I can see what the heck I wrote. Ben from NDA Action Sports will be co-hosting and bringing you the weather for the evening.
Yep.
Yes, he will. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. You're watching Season 1, Episode 18, brought to you by the awesome folks over at 74 MX, located at, I'm one of those folks. I'm pretty awesome. Over at 74 MX, located at 44800 Bermont Road in Punta Gorda, Florida. You can reach them at 941-875-8944. Superior Off-Road Rentals and Service. They do trackside service and rentals at 74 MX. For more information, call Justice at 239-671-8633. Also by JNJ One Stop Gun Shop, located at 2324 Tamiami Trail in Port Charlotte, Florida. You can reach them at 941-979-5008, or you can follow them all on Facebook and Instagram. Ooh, that's nice. Anyway, aloha to all those audio listeners. You can find the audio version of the show on Poicastlive.com, which you can download the show directly from Poicastlive.com, or you can live stream it, you can stream it. You can't live stream it. You can stream it at Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and now, thanks to Ben and his extremely sweat-breaking hard work, we're available on Apple Podcast for all you crazy iPhone users. At the end of the show, we'll be drawing 2 winning tickets from the 74 MX raffle, so get your tickets out and be ready. To obtain your own tickets, just head out to 74 MX.
Oh, it's a different color this
Yeah,
time.
it's all red this time.
Yeah.
Just head out to 74 MX. When you buy a rider band, you will receive a raffle ticket, and then it gets put into this awesome container. And then we draw 2 tickets to paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, if you'd like to get some pew-pew in, some shooting at an indoor range, just type in JNJ in the chat, and you can be entered in. At the end of the night, we'll be pulling a name from that list of names entered in. Just enter in JNJ in the chat, and you'll get yourself a free access pass or session to the indoor range at J&J One Stop Gun Shop. Fancy.
Very.
So good. Tonight's special guest, and I'm super pumped on this. He's been a big supporter of ours, and we've been a big supporter of his. Tonight we're gonna have Doughboy on the show. This is gonna be whatever happens. Normally I'll queue up a few questions to ask people and stuff like that, but you guys are gonna see it live. I'm just gonna catch up with Doughboy because it's been too long. There's been a lot of stuff going on, so I'm really looking forward to talking to my dude. So let's see. I'm gonna go quickly through the chat here and see what we got. We got Bobby Williams in the house. We got Shirley, Eddie, Eric Weckman. How you doing, sir? Catherine Francis. Aloha. Mike Gonzalez and Doughboy. John Watson Jr. is watching as well. Doughboy wants to get some shooting pew-pew action, so make sure you got his name on that list there. What else we got here? Is that? Well, yeah, it is Mike. Hey, Mike. And he put it down to you. Got. Oh, you do. Man, you're on it. You are on it.
I got this.
You are on it, Mike. I may need you next week to co-host again if you're available. Because somebody decided he's just gonna go on vacation.
I'm just gonna, I'm
just gonna go on vacation. It's what he does. 17. Yep. Just do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. Where are you going?
I am going to North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yep.
Here, there's a lot of drugs in North Carolina.
That's why I'm going.
All right. I'm in, my man. Cool. So, yeah, Mikey G is going to be joining us next week as a co-host for the Floridacross Show, while Ben is going to be in, North Carolina smoking crack.
Yep.
There you
I'll be
go.
the call-in guest.
The call-in guest. Yo, you got any more of that motocross? Anyway. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and move over to what's happening this weekend. We can just keep this show together long enough so we can get Doughboy on here. What's happening this weekend brought to you by 74MX. Maybe I should bring up my script. What's up, everybody? Welcome to What's Happening This Weekend, brought to you by 74MX for Saturday, June 12th and Sunday, June 13th. The Florida-Georgia Series. Why did I do it like that? See, I purposely rearranged it. Did I not save it? I think I didn't save it.
I don't think you saved it.
I did not save it. Anyway, we're gonna start here. Bartow MX will be having round 12, June 12th. And then Dade City Championship will continue June 12th. Mm-hmm. That's right. And following that will be the Florida-Georgia Series out of Dade City, June 13th. Yeah. Oh, it's good stuff. And the FTR Florida Trail Riders Association, NEPG, FTR Sanctioned, Cherokee National Enduro. This is a very long title. Will be happening June 13th in Greensboro, Georgia.
Yes, that's
Georgia. So just outside of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Just outside. It's died. I'm so excited for Doughboy, I can't even talk. I can't even talk. We had a little question here earlier. Eric Weckman, where in New York City are you going?
New York City. I'm going to be in the Charlotte area.
Charlotte area?
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of drugs in Charlotte.
Oh, my God.
It's like a drug county. All them drugs. That's why you're going. Knox is here, too. Right on. Hi, Melissa. Yeah. So Ben's going to go do a lot of drugs next week. We'll have Mikey G in the house. He's going to be joining us. It's going to be good stuff. He's really not doing drugs. He's ordering male brides. That's what he's doing the whole weekend or the whole week.
An hour from him.
What? Oh, an hour from him. Hey, maybe you can say hi to Eric.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, you could definitely meet up. Ben's actually going up there to meet a friend, and I'm sure it'll be pretty cool to hook up with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
While he's up there. All right. What do you have planned? I don't even know. I just know you're going away and you're leaving me here by myself. That's all I know. What kind of plans you got?
We're just gonna be hanging out. I mean,
You're gonna check out the town, the city, all that kind of stuff, or are you just gonna?
I'm gonna be sightseeing, of course.
Right.
And he's just gonna be showing me around because I've never been.
Right.
But it'll just be cool to finally meet him. And
Yeah. You guys have been friends for a
Like
long time, actually.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
It's one of those online friend things. You meet people. I mean, I've met people online as well. I mean, most of the people I know here is eventually I've met them because of online, or we become friends. We meet, but become friends online. So that's pretty cool. I think it's cool that you get to finally meet them. Like I said, Eric Weckman's an hour away, so maybe you guys can meet up somewhere in between.
Oh yeah.
Do dinner or whatever. I don't know what's up there. There's a lot of woods and male brides and crack cocaine. I don't know why you're going to this place. It bothers me a little bit. Anyway, just a quick wrap up on what's happening this weekend, guys. We got the Florida-Georgia Series. They're going to be out at Dade City June 13th. The Dade City Championship will be running their series June 12th. You got the 2021 Bartow MX Series will be running around June 12th. I like that. That's cool.
Doughboy says, and banjos.
And banjos. Lots of banjos, crack cocaine, and mail-in brides. Anyway, the FTR Florida Trail Riders, NEPG, FTR Sanctioned, Cherokee National Enduro will be in Greensboro, Georgia, June 13th. And we're going to go right over to Weather with Ben. Eventually, we're going to get there. Weather with Ben, brought to you by NDA Action Sports. We'll be right back.
All right, so starting off, we got Dade City. Saturday's gonna be 91 degrees, partly cloudy. Sunday's gonna be 89 degrees, scattered thunderstorms. Bartow is gonna be Saturday, 93 degrees, mostly sunny. Sunday's gonna be 90 degrees, scattered thunderstorms. And then Greensboro, I think that's
Georgia.
Greensboro, Georgia. Saturday's gonna be 88 degrees, partly cloudy, and Sunday's gonna be 89 degrees, partly cloudy. And Saturday and Sunday is going to be both, or for Punta Gorda, Saturday and Sunday is going to be both 91 degrees, partly cloudy.
Party cloudy.
Party cloudy, yeah.
We got a party cloudy situation happening this weekend. You got to love it. All right, so we're getting ready to bring Doughboy onto the show. I have a video. It's a replay. It's a replay.
Okay.
I do believe I didn't change it, but I do believe it's Jeremy and Jacob. That's our combined shoot.
Mm-hmm.
This will give us some time to get Doughboy on the show. I know I've already played it, but it's so nice. I'm going to play it twice. You know? I'm going to play it twice. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and try to reach out to Doughboy during this little break here. And we'll be back. And yeah, I got to check the time. He's giving me his undivided attention up to a certain point.
Oh.
You know, I can't abuse it. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this video. We'll be back with Doughboy right after this. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Floridacross Show. As you can see, we got Doughboy in the hizzy. How you doing, sir? I'm doing awesome, man. It just seems like forever, dude. I ain't gonna lie. It feels like forever. It seems like I was geared up. I remember before all of this happened, before all the crazy C word happened, I was getting geared up to go to your wedding. You know what I mean? Like I was pumped. We were talking about Fireball and all kinds of crazy stuff that we were gonna damage ourselves with, and then COVID hit and the world went nuts. I haven't really sat down and talked to you since, man. I mean, life has been crazy. How has your life been? Right. That is weird. You and adult stuff. You can't do that, man. You're growing up. Can't have that happen. You can't do it. Fight the beast, dude. Fight the beast.
No sound. Yeah. Desktop audio.
Oh, great. There we go. I did that whole. What is my problem tonight?
You're just so excited to see me.
I am. I'm so excited to see Doughboy. I didn't want nobody else to hear. It's just me and Doughboy talking. You can hear my questions, but you won't hear him talk. Hopefully the audio is working now. But yeah, okay. So if you want to respond to my original question of COVID happened, what happened to you? If you want to reiterate on that, that'd be great. Sorry.
Not a problem. Take two. Click.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had to reschedule the wedding. This will be the third time. So hopefully August will be the go-to.
Right.
And just been doing stuff around the house, doing normal adult things, which is weird for me, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna change that.
Right. Oh man. So, I mean, you're still in contact very much with the motocross community, and you're still part of it as far as being able to announce out at Bartow MX. How's that been?
It's been good. We started the year really strong actually. We had some really good numbers. We've had a lot of up and coming racers. People moving up in classes, and we've got a lot of new people this year.
Nice.
And it's been it's definitely been an experience. But seeing a lot of old familiar faces and a lot of new faces out front, so it's been cool.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a reflux of new faces this time around, and it might not necessarily be new in the sport here in Florida, but definitely new to me. Just a lot of fast kids that are coming through that I've never met before. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see that kind of growth. I'm still trying to figure out where all the bikes are going because you can't seem to buy one now. They're all bought and they're all sold before they even arrive in the shop. So where's everybody riding? That's what I want to know. Where's they all going?
That's a good question. I mean, you can see, from what's happening this weekend, there's not a whole lot of races, but we've got a lot of private facilities that are opening up.
That's
people
true.
are buying up land and building tracks, and people riding out in orange groves and stuff now. Anything to get a bike and get seat time.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely. Have you been keeping up with any of the Loretta's adventures with anyone recently?
A couple of people, just kind of keeping an eye on it. JC Ray Jones, she's definitely one of them. You know, that whole family is phenomenal. I love them to death. And, you know, she had some tough break this year at the regional. So I know they're gearing back up and they're looking forward to Mini-O's. So, you know, we look forward to seeing her do really well this year at Mini-O's. You know, the Bowmans are another one I've been following for a while. You know, really great people, really good friends, and just been kind of keeping an eye on them. But definitely just want to give a congratulations across the board to everybody, you know, from Florida that's gonna go to the ranch this year and, you know, represent our state well.
Oh, absolutely. Now, what's her, Jacelyn? Is it Jacelyn, the female rider?
What? JC Ray.
JC. Oh, JC.
Yeah,
JC.
I think it's Jace Ray.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out. I know. I don't know if it was her. I heard a conversation. I was in a part of a conversation, and for the life of me, I can't remember the girl's name. But she ate it at Gatorback. She went over the front of the bars. I think in the front section where they said the old stands used to be. So I don't know. And it starts with a J. That's why it's messing me up. You're the second person.
That probably wasn't her. She was on a Pee-wee.
Oh yeah, no. It definitely wasn't her then. Okay, because I'm getting confused because now I'm like talking to people and they're like, no, that was this girl, that was this girl, and I can't think of her name, and I feel terrible about that because my whole day has been like that. So I'm just gonna roll with it.
Well, you know, maybe somebody in the chat will know.
Yeah, maybe it's a strong possibility. Who we got in the chat right now? Let's see. Jake Knox, no sound. Thank you. Can't hear Doughboy, Fast Eddie. It's good, Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. You bring in the good news. I appreciate that. What's up, fellas? Adam Thompson. Right on. Thanks for joining the show tonight. So, man, you doing all the announcing and stuff out at Bartow. Have you been doing the whole series this year?
Yeah.
So you're out there announcing every race. It's how many rounds? 20 rounds, or is it 24?
It's a lot. I don't remember the exact number. There's only, if I remember correctly, there's only one race that I'm not going to be doing, and that's unfortunately it's a double points race on August 14th. But you know, I kind of have a prior engagement that I need to go to that day.
That's a weird thing. Prior engagement. That's been prior for like 3 times now.
Yeah, well, third time's a charm.
How's the woman doing about all of this craziness that's going on?
Oh, she's taking the ride right along with me. We've you know, we're on opposite schedules right now, you know, which kind of sucks not seeing each other, but you know, it's good that, you know, little man's always got somebody here with them, and you know, now he's starting summer camp next week, so you know, she's been good. You know, been working hard. Just got a promotion at work. I mean,
nice.
She's been busting her butt.
I saw one of her posts the other day. She was talking about, hey, if you're a child getting bullied online, don't worry about it. Just send me or tag me in the post.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I tried to steal it from her, but I just couldn't do it. Like I would literally have to steal it and not share it. But that was a great little comment she put up there. So yeah, no, man. I mean, is there? I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin with you. There's been so much that's been happening. I definitely want you to come down on the show. I know we talked about it many times and threatened each other. And like you said, our lives are dynamically different since COVID hit. I don't even know where to begin. Like where would we start here? When COVID hit, what was the first few things that you had to deal with? I mean, aside from obviously postponing the wedding, that was a big one.
Yeah.
And I know just like it's like you guys were having a rash of bad luck with the fire, COVID hitting, like just one thing after another. It's like, man, you were taking it pretty hard. So
yeah, we were, but you know, we don't get put through anything we can't handle, and especially, you know, having each other, and it brought us closer together. You know, we've been through hell and back.
Yeah, literally, you know, it was right next to you. It was creeping in your front door, man.
Yeah, it was. But you know, we're walking hand in hand, and we're doing great. So
that's awesome to hear.
You know, we're pushing forward, and we're finishing, you know, the plans and everything for the wedding, and that's our main focus right now. But you know, we're still doing Bartow. I've got you know, Mom and Knox are in the chat. Little Knox Murray.
Nice.
I've been working with him quite a bit, and he's shown a lot of improvement since this Bartow series has started, and he's really impressed me. He takes to what I'm saying, so it's great to see those results and that he can see them too. And he's happier.
No, that's awesome, man. So like you said, you're taking a step back, I guess, basically from riding, because it sounds like you're still staying pretty busy within the community. Like you're still following what's going on with Loretta's. You're still training. You're out there announcing. So I mean, you sounds like you haven't grown up. You're still in motocross. It's like Peter Pan land. We can't get out of it.
No, it's an addiction. It really is. You're always happiest when you're doing what you love, and
right.
I love the sport. I love the people involved. I love everything about it. So, to still have a part in it is great. To still have people come up to me, and even kids, they know who I am. It's
right.
It's an awesome feeling.
Oh, absolutely. And now, like I said, it's been such a large gap. So I keep going back to the times when we were actually communicating a lot. I know when you were doing your announcement video, I believe it was, you had a bike. Mm-hmm. Was that your bike that was in the video?
No, that was compliments of Mr. Floriano.
Oh, okay.
He let me borrow it for the day, and that was a crazy day just to begin with, period. Just everything that happened up to getting to the track,
right?
let alone everything after. But the first jump I hit was a little double out at Spire, and as soon as I landed, the handlebars dropped.
Oh no!
I'm like, if this isn't a sign, like,
you're right. Just get off the bike at this point, like, man. Oh, boy.
I pushed through. I said no, and Dave came through. He's been doing some awesome things too, and I'm glad he was able to get the ball rolling with deciding, hey, I'm gonna come shoot a video for you. Okay.
Awesome. No, that's cool. Like I said, I saw that bike. I didn't know if you had picked one up or anything like that. Like I said, just where COVID is now, it's just gotten to be, it's a clown show. At this point, I mean, where COVID is now, it's a clown show. Now, I don't talk it down. I know it can be extremely dangerous to a certain group of people, and I'm probably part of those certain groups of people, being I'm a smoker and I'm old. So yeah, those two combinations, it'd probably be bad if I get it. But overall, it's a clown show now. Now, when it first came out, I was genuinely scared, just like with anybody else that didn't have any information. Like, we didn't know what was going on. I was scared for my kids. I was scared for myself. And I do believe in it. Thinking back at it, me and Dan out at 74, we laugh about it sometimes because both of us got really, really, really sick. And we were sick for like a couple weeks. And this is before we heard anything about COVID. Yep. So we're thinking we already got COVID.
Yeah.
Because it was bad. It was nasty. And I remember like we'd start off the day, both of us were grooming. Well, I remember it was like a couple days. Dan actually retreated into his RV in the middle of the day while I watched the track, just so he could try to catch up to himself. And I remember there was several times like I groomed the track, and as soon as I got off, I had to sit in my car and like hide from everybody. It was just terrible. So I'm thinking we both already got COVID, and that's why I haven't gotten it since. I'm assuming, but yeah, no, that whole thing kind of put everything in a weird spin. And the information that's coming out now is even weirder, the way our government is handling it, our local government is handling it. It's just crazy. It's crazy in all directions. So, but moving off of the COVID thing, what are your plans? I mean, I know like with Bartow, you're within a short distance from Bartow, right?
Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes from the track.
10 minutes from Bartow. So you're doing a lot with them, and you're working with them a lot. How, and once again, I haven't really gotten out. I work at a motocross track now, and for me to get to another track on the weekends is pretty much impossible. So now the Whiskey Throttle race team, that's their home base is 74 MX. That's Jeremy Shuttleworth and Jacob Solomon. They went out there to race, I would say 2 or 3 rounds. No, 4 or 5. I don't know. You guys have so many rounds, I can't keep up. But it was a few rounds ago. They went out there to race. And the track is funny because Eddie, the owner of the team, actually wanted to race. He was like, getting excited. Everybody else is racing. He wanted to race too, thinking he was going to a sand track. like
Yes.
Bartow used to be. Can you explain what the track is now?
It's a combination of
okay.
things. You know, when they first put the new dirt down, you know, we had a lot of issues. There was a lot of rocks. It was really hard. Like it was pretty gnarly.
Right.
But over time, you know, we've been tilling it up. They've been doing a lot of work out there with different equipment and, you know, really getting the hard dirt worked in with the sand.
Right.
You know, so it's still a little stiff, but it's
Right.
also been 100+ degrees every day and no rain.
Right.
So we're getting there. You know, every race it gets better and better and better, and it's almost to the point where we want it to be.
Awesome. Awesome to hear. Yeah, I know a lot of people were the response I was getting from a lot of people is that the rocks. There was like a lot of rocks, so that's starting to work itself out now.
Yeah. There's a lot of. I mean, there's still some small ones in there, but you know, we're constantly tilling it up. Every time the flaggers are out there, if something's in there, we get it off the track.
Right.
But anything new that's coming out there would all be, you know, all going to be sifted and cleaned through and stuff like that. So not to say that that's coming down the pipeline, but you know, if it were to happen,
definitely,
then
definitely look
it'd be
at that
better.
one. Yeah. No, I can see you getting excited, getting the dirt in there and put it in there, and then realize, oh wow, we got to work a lot of this stuff out. So, but once it's on the track, it's on the track. So you just got to work it out.
Exactly. Plus the maintenance of a sand track versus the maintenance of kind of like a mixed, like loamy kind of track is completely different. You know, it takes a lot more time to prep a sand track and to fix a sand track than it does something that's a little harder. So that's why we're trying to get that nice blend.
Right. And I realize that too. Like we at 74, we have several different tracks. Now there's smaller tracks aside from the main track, but the sand track I noticed, like, rainy days, it's epic. That thing is awesome. You can pretty much shape it any way you want. But on dry days, man, that thing is a nightmare to work with on dry days. So yeah, I get it. Working with direct sand is tough. Now the new stuff you got in, I mean, what kind of equipment are they throwing on it now? Like, I'm just curious because I haven't been out there. I need to get out there. Is what it comes down to. So I'm just bleeding information from you.
Yeah, no, we made a lot of changes. You know, they moved the Pee Wee track down to the main track so we can try to level out the old Pee Wee area at the top for more parking.
Okay.
You know, we've got rid of a lot of the old equipment that was there. And, you know, brought in some new stuff. So, you know, there's a new dozer. He's got a tiller now and a skid steer. So, you know, we have better equipment out there now so that we can better maintain the track. And you know, everybody is saying that each race, each weekend, it's getting a little bit better. So we appreciate everybody working with us. And, you know, like I said, I'm still in the motocross community, but, you know, I'm trying to take a little step back and just limit what I'm doing.
Right. No, I think it's cool. You're doing exactly, you know, what I know you of, being an announcer and having fun and working with the people and stuff like that. And you're still training. That's awesome. I didn't know you were still doing that. So are you open, or is it just certain kids you're working with right now?
I mean, my main focus is Knox. You know, I've had a few people approach me, you know, and ask me if I'd work with their riders, and I told them, you know, it's not a problem. You know, you kind of have to work around my schedule a little bit.
Right.
You know, instead of trying to work around theirs, and it's not to pull anything away, but, you know, some of these riders are a little more advanced, so I want to try to work with them in that more advanced setting versus, you know, that's why I like working with the younger kids and the Pee Wee riders and the early 65 riders, because that's the future of our sport.
Right. Absolutely. There's a lot of young riders. I notice on the weekends we get quite a bit of the young riders come out. So and new riders. We've got, like I said, I've seen the bikes. I mean, I'm hearing. I don't know. I haven't, you know, tried to buy a bike yet. Although I'm thinking of it. But it's like everybody can't buy one. It's like if you want to buy one, you're literally paying for it now and waiting months before it even ships and gets in. So, there's a lot of new bikes coming out, and then there's a lot of little bikes, which I've noticed. A lot of new riders, absolutely new riders. No clue what they're doing. Get on the track backwards riders, kind of riders.
Yeah.
Now, I've had this discussion before, but all of us as a motocross community, we have to welcome them in, depending on their attitude, of course. If they're terrible attitudes, and you give them a terrible attitude back. But I mean, for those that have decent attitudes, we all got to stick together and teach these new riders how to act. I mean, come on.
I don't disagree. There's a certain etiquette you have to learn with motocross, but we all have to start somewhere. So that's one thing I love about the motocross community is, hey, we're gonna politely tell you, hey, dummy, you're doing this wrong.
right.
Do it this way, and people learn, and that's what we love about it.
Yeah. No, there's a few new riders that I've been talking to. It's funny because you keep saying Knox, and Knox is the last name of the kid that I know. I don't know if I don't think it's definitely not the same Knox. Is it the same Knox? Not. Knox is the first name for you? Okay, Knox's first name, Knox's last name for me. But they just like 6 months previous to starting the Florida Motocross Series, they had 6 months of riding. So they're that new to the sport, and he's on an 85. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's on an 85. Whoa.
How you doing?
That was fancy. That was fancy. It was like a David Blaine trick.
Anyway,
magic. Anyway, but yeah, no, the Knox family, they're really good people, and that's I think that's really key as to why they're moving so rapidly within the community, because they are good people, and they do listen, and they are excited. They want to learn and all that kind of good stuff. What I mean, how do I just your advice, because I'm running out of ideas. How do we deal with the ones that are just boneheads? Like, how will you handle a bonehead?
Well, one, that's a loaded question.
Yes, it is.
Two,
double barrel loaded, actually.
Two is natural selection. But it's all in how you present it. You can't talk to certain people a certain way, and we have to try to explain to them, this is why we're doing things the way we're doing them,
right?
Because we've always done it this way, or the rules are this is why we're doing it. So once you break it down to them, and they have a better understanding as to why, because it's not necessarily that, well, I figured we could do this, or I thought no. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do, and here's why.
Right.
So you give them that opportunity, and you explain it to them, and then if it continues, then we look for alternative solutions.
Yes, very alternative.
David Hansen just said, throw them out.
Throw them out. Just throw them out. Just get rid of them. We don't need them part of this community.
No, I mean, luckily we haven't had to do a whole lot of that, which is a good thing. But sometimes you have to get a little firm with people. And, that's what stinks. But you can't please everybody, and not everybody's going to be happy.
No, absolutely not. But it's just funny because, I mean, as of late, like, I've been talking to a lot of great people, and like having you on the show and everything is been wonderful, because this is the whole reason why I love this community. The people I met, and you don't really, maybe it's just my perception of everything. You just don't really feel the brunt of it unless you work at a motocross track. The amount of questionable behavior that continues, like you just like, man, the patience level is dwindling. I don't know what else to say on that, but yeah.
No, speaking of boneheads, is Billy in the chat?
Billy? Let me see. I don't know. Let me see here.
Can we get a thumbs up if he's in the chat?
Billy, if you are in the chat, let's get a thumbs up from you, because I don't see the name in the chat right now.
He was in the chat earlier.
You got Vinny Tazo is in the chat. You got Jake Knox. Jake Knox is the part of that family I told you just started. Melissa, Adam, Fast Eddie's in the house. Eric Weckman. Do you remember Eric Weckman? He was such a cool guy.
Heck yeah, I remember. That whole family, man.
Yeah, I know that his kid is so happy, man. Like I met some happy people in motocross, but that kid was like always happy. Like, he came out there. I want to say it was a broken arm, and he was just pumped to be in the pits. He didn't care. Yeah. Like, that's a real monster truck. Like, that's a real monster, people. You know what I mean? Like, he was just pumped to be there, and I loved his energy every time he came around. So it was very cool. Was it Weckman? He had posted a video when I was talking about him, and it totally like just gave me a good feeling inside. Not because what I was saying, but because I remember how his son was responding to everything and how he's just genuinely wide-eyed and just stoked to be out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good people, for sure.
It is. I mean, and they, unfortunately they had to move up north for a while, but, so we don't get to see them at the track, but there's a few, there's definitely a few groups of people that, really stand out like that. Steyrs is another one.
Yes, absolutely.
Every time I see them, they're always smiling. They're always happy. They're just that positive energy to be around.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. And most of the community is like that. There's a few that are reserved. I think they reserve it for their closer, acquaintances and stuff like that. But for the most part, everybody's got a pretty good vibe going on. And I think this time, this post, I can't really even say post COVID anymore because it was they're forcing the fit. Anyway, my point is, it seems like a lot more people have been way more appreciative of what we have again. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of taken away. The Minios. Did you head out to the Minios this past year?
No, I was going to, but we opted out of it.
It was insane the amount of people that were there, and not one mask. It was weird. It was like we escaped our own little planet. It was the weirdest thing, but it was so cool. Like you could see people were just hungry to start racing again. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't care about anything. They were back to some sense of normalcy. You know what I mean? And that whole event was awesome. I wish I'm trying to think. I saw so many faces out there. I was trying to think, was Doughboy out there? Like, man. I had the Steyrs family on the show, and pre-show we're talking, and I'm like, did you guys go out to Minios? I got pictures and video of them. There was just so many cool people out there, you know what I mean? I was just so happy. Like, I was really on high the whole time. It was 9 days of racing, but I was on high the whole time, just seeing everybody. And like I said, it was like a sense of normalcy out there, until you had to go to like Publix or anything outside of the track, then brought you back to reality. But it was nice. It was a good time, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem too was that it all started with Day in the Dirt. When that got shut down, and pretty much from there, like, everybody was just they were hungry to ride. Period. And even Bartow, we're out in an industrial park.
Right.
They shut us down. I mean, it's you can't come out here. Why?
Right.
We're not hurting anybody.
Yep. Yeah, and outdoors, most people don't pit on top of each other, so we're definitely 6 feet apart. You know what I mean? Like,
we're good.
Yeah, and you're in the sun, and all these things, you know what I mean? Like, it's all a positive. 74 had to fall into a private track rental. We had to limit the amount of people we could have rent the track at a time. It was insane. It was a weird time that we're still living in, and I'm denying it. I deny it until I have to put a mask on.
even
I deny.
Supercross.
Oh yeah.
Even Supercross this year was it wasn't the same. Like, the pit party wasn't the same.
Did you go to both? Did you go to Orlando and Daytona?
I didn't go to Daytona. I went to both Orlandos. Though.
Both Orlandos. Oh, okay. So what was it like? I mean,
it stunk, dude.
Yeah, like, it just wasn't the same.
I mean,
huh?
You went through the pit party and you could still go in the Monster tent and get you a Monster and stand at a table and drink it. But then as soon as you start walking back through, got to put your mask up and you couldn't get close to the bikes. You can't get autographs anymore. I mean, the best interaction we actually had was with the Cozads. We got to see them and actually go into their pit, even though we weren't supposed to.
Right. Well, you were enjoying it because you were breaking a rule that they had put in place. That's why.
and I was getting to interact with people without wearing a mask. It was great.
Right. What was the consensus among the riders and stuff? Were they scared, or were they just as irritated as everybody else?
It realistically, like, talking to some of the amateur riders and the privateer riders, it was it's annoying. Is what it is.
Right.
You have to come in, get tested, wait for the results, then you get a band. If you don't have the band, you can't come in.
Right.
I mean, that's it, and it's every race. I mean, they're getting tested every week. So
is that the original test where they jam that cotton up your nose? Oh,
yep.
Man. Oh man! After a while, you could just breathe forever. You know what I mean? Like, man, you're just drilling a hole right to your brain. Good grief.
No blockage. I'm good.
No blockage, no brain, no nothing. There's no cartilage in there. Just a windpipe. Anyway, good grief. Yeah, I can imagine. I was I heavily thought about Daytona, but once again, like I said, I do work at a motocross track, man. It's not the same as FTT. Definitely not the same as FTT. I think FTT was just so lax. They had, a larger staff, and it really wasn't, as critical for me to be there as it is for me to be at 74. So, I've been missing out on a lot of stuff, but I not without, I don't regret it or anything like that. It's just been missing out, so I get to talk to everybody else about what's going on and what's happening. Now, how was the racing out at Orlando? I mean, the environment itself, outside of the COVID restrictions, like, getting to sit down and watch the racing and stuff. Was that cool?
Oh, it was great. The first one was kind of an adult trip. My dad came, his buddy Mike. We just kind of had a nice adult trip, and then the second time, we brought Connor, and our friends came with us, and they brought their kids. So it was kind of like a family event, and that one was a little bit different, because we didn't go through the pits. We didn't do all that stuff with them. We just showed up for the race and then went home. But it was great to have people sitting next to you, and you could talk and interact with people.
Right.
It was really great, and the racing was awesome. I mean, the only reason we didn't do Daytona was because we couldn't camp. That's an adult getaway weekend.
Yeah,
we put the tent up.
Yeah, that's in and outside of that field there.
Right.
Now, I heard they weren't serving food or anything at the venue.
At Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were food, beer, drinks,
beer, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was told they weren't going to be even serving food or anything like that. Like it was.
Yeah, I mean, they had like the glass up or partitions and. Yeah, like when you'd go to the merchandise table, you used to be able to try on a shirt. You can't do that anymore. You got to guess. Stuff like that. It's little things. It's just an annoyance. That's all it was. Right. But you just get through it and you get to the racing, and that's what we were there for, was to watch the racing. And I'm glad we got to do it.
Awesome. Well, we have hit the 9 o'clock hour, sir. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. We'll call this the ending of part 1. I definitely want to bring you back onto the show. We'll talk more. I'll have more of a consensus coming into it, more of a structured list. Like I said, I just really wanted to catch up with you. So much I wanted to talk to you about, and there's still so much more. But like I said, we have hit the 9 o'clock hour, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. But I do appreciate your time, man, and it's good seeing your smiling face again. And definitely, we definitely got to get together sometime, have some drinks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to come down and be in studio, and thank you to everybody that tuned in, and supporting you guys. I really appreciate what everybody giving back to everything that you guys give to us. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you said it's down there somewhere. I gotta thank Sickwicks, of course.
Right.
The Burrow family with Brap Savage, they've been doing great things in the moto community since we first met, and I know I don't get to see them a lot, or I don't get to talk to them a whole lot, but they're out there doing things. Same thing with the Sickwicks crew. I don't get to talk to them as often, but they're great people supporting the motocross community, and that's what it's all about. So I appreciate everything they've done, and I said I didn't know if Billy was in the chat. I was trying to be a little more personal and wish him a happy birthday instead of calling him. But,
all right. He didn't give a thumbs up, so maybe you just have to point him to the show and say, now you got to watch the whole show. It's your
now
fault.
You got to watch the whole show.
You got to watch the whole show. Well, once again, man, like I said, I'm going to call this the ending of part 1 with you. Definitely, I want to definitely talk to you more. I am in the works of an actual podcast, no video, just audio, no censorship. What Poicast was originally. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go back to that. I'm trying to find a way to work it in, and the only way to do it is just do it completely separate from the show. So I'll talk to you more about that. We're definitely I want to sit down with you and get some ideas and stuff from you and move forward on it for sure.
Can we call it the after show?
We can call it whatever you want, sir.
Because we've been talking about that for years.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely have to talk more about that for sure. But once again, man, thank you so much for coming on the show. I look forward to talking to you more in a future time for sure.
All right, thank you guys so much, Ben. Have a safe trip, bud, and we'll talk to you guys soon, man.
All right, dude. Thank you.
Later.
Oh man, big face. There we go. All right. That was Doughboy, guys, man. Like I said, it was just so much. How much did we have to catch up? We were in the COVID state. That's how much we had to catch up. And there was so much more I wanted to talk to after that. But He did have a time constraint tonight, and respectfully so. You got to respect his wishes. Make sure he can make his appointment. Keep it with the fiance. You do a little lunch break time together and stuff like that. So I think that's awesome, and I definitely don't want to break into that by any means. Dean in the house, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining the show. I appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show this evening. We have some tickets to draw. What? You're not holding the container? I am baffled right now. We'll go ahead and get into here. What the? There we go. All right. So yeah, forgot to do birthdays again. Man, I'm getting bad at that. But yeah, happy birthday if I missed anyone. I try my best to say happy birthday on Facebook. Sometimes I'll get lucky and, catch, other people saying happy birthday, or I get that notification. I definitely try, man. I mean, I know I appreciate it like crazy. Well, my timeline fills up with happy birthdays and stuff. So I definitely want to return that awesome feeling. All right, so let me get this set up over here, and then put this over here, and then we'll go ahead and swipe that over there. Okay, we are ready to do the 74 MX drawing, starting with number 1 ticket. Ticket number 1.
It's gonna be 638.
Whoa, come on, man. 638.
What?
You changed your style. I was ready for 2 numbers. Then you get all crazy and go.
Oh, because there's more numbers. There's
Okay,
more numbers this time.
Okay, 638
05
05
45.
45. There's one more number.
No, there's not.
It's just one more number. No, I'm just saying it's just one more number.
Oh.
Oh boy. Okay, so the first winning ticket is 638 0545. There you go. And the second winning number is
63
63
80
80
57
57
7.
There you go. Second ticket, winning ticket is 638 0577. There you go. Congratulations. You won yourself a free pass out to 74 MX. Free ride pass. We got a couple names here to draw for the JNJ indoor. Should I do it on mine? Since yours seems to have a lot going on. Oh no, you don't care. You don't care. You're gonna push the limits of that computer. Yeah. And we got a couple drawings here for the indoor range at JNJ One Stop Gun Shop. We'll go ahead and draw that name right now, and that winner is Doughboy. This is an inside job. Yep. Doughboy, you got yourself a free range pass out to J&J One Stop Gun Shop. Let me know when you come down, because I want to go with you. It's going to be awesome. All right. Let me write this down real quick before I forget. Like I want to forget that.
Right.
But anyway. There we go. JMJ. I'll be like, what's this for? Anyway, let me fix that real quick. There we go. All right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Anyway, that was tonight's show, man. I really, really, really feel like man, I know. I got it all in my head right now. I got to write it all down. The crazy questions I wanted to ask Doughboy. We're just trying to, get caught up on the dude, and it was great talking to him. I'm glad he was able to take the time with us tonight and talk with you guys. Definitely appreciate everybody jumping in tonight and enjoying the show with us. This show tonight has been brought to you by 74MX. You can reach them at 941-875-8944. Superior Off-Road Rentals and Service. Call Justice at 239-671-8633. And by J&J One Stop Gun Shop. You can reach them at 941-979-5008. Or you can follow them all on Facebook and Instagram. It's just the deep voices working its magic. But once again, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Really do appreciate it. Hope to check you out. And before I close, I did kind of leak it out there. We are going to be doing a podcast style show. I don't think it's going to be live. It's definitely an after hours type of show, but I don't think it's going to be live. I'll be able to go and do more with more people if I'm not live.
Right.
And I don't have to bring all the cameras and stuff like that. So even better, so I'm definitely looking to get out and get one-on-one interviews like a regular podcast, they just audio, or one-on-one or one on a bunch of group. It sounds bad. It sounds really bad now that I say things that are in my head. I need to keep it in my head and not say those things. But yeah, no, I'm definitely working on an uncensored podcast. Definitely, guys, if you're interested, let me know or send me a message and who you'd like to hear in this podcast, and I'll be happy to put that together. But yeah, go ahead and wrap up this show. We have broke the 9 o'clock hour. So once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate it, and we will talk to you all next Wednesday. Aloha.
What's up? I'm Ronnie Renner, and you're watching the Poicast.
Let's go.
This is Jackson Gazundi, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hey guys, it's Marissa Polachek, and you're watching Poicast.
Hey guys, this is Justin with Superior Off-Road, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hey, this is Dan with 74 MX, and you're watching the Poicast.
JNJ One Stop Gun Shop, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hey, this is Vanilla Ice, and you're watching the Poicast.
Hi, this is Andrew with FMG, and you're watching the Poicast.
What's up? I'm Sean Meshi. You're watching the Poicast.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Shuttleworth.
Colton Pitts.
I'm Jacob Solomon.
The Whiskey Throttle Racing Team, and you're watching Poicast.
We're out here at 74 MX and you're watching the Poicast.
Let's go. Let's go.